and once we get started, just check the sound. Okay, good. You live on this?
Shit. I don't think I can use it. I can't use low mode on this shit, man.
You need your battery down?
Just 60%.
You can go live and use low power
I
mode.
think I could. It just should go live now. Yeah, you should. I do. I should be able to, but it's black now.
All right, we're going to get started. We get Jeremiah 28:8. All right, Shalom, which means peace. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises unto our power,
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakadash.
The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. His Son's name is Yahushai. The Rakah HaKodash is the Holy Spirit. That's what comforts and guides us in all understanding and truth. All right, we are the real Hebrew Israelites coming back in the reincarnation, waking up to our nationality, this legacy and this heritage and this promise that's been left to us. And of course, double honors to our elders and apostles that also came back in the reincarnation, the bishops, deacons, and teachers up in Connecticut. All right, and of course across the states, the various other elders across the state camps, Shalom. But double honors to the elders that rule well. All right, starting from Elder Apostle Har on down. All right, to all the elders and bishops and the teachers. All right, we come out here to proclaim the truth, the gospel of Yahushai, as it has been delivered to us. We deliver it in the exact form that we got it. According to the scriptures, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites, but it doesn't matter what your phenotype is according to the mystery of the Gentiles. All right, this is not a black thing, this is not a white thing, it's not a Spanish thing. Nobody is a color, it's about a bloodline. All right, and now out of all the people that you see on this sign, according to prophecy, we are the prophets. We ain't no just average Israelites. All right, we understand what's going on in the world. We understand what's going on geopolitically and economically. We know how to filter to the scriptures and tell you the final destination of this country, which is Babylon the Great. So we can get that. 28, yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
One more time.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Yeah, this is your reality check, just like Jeremiah was giving a reality check to Israel back then, sitting amongst the elders as a young man. This is what we've always done. They always call us doomsday prophets, or, you know, the so-called hate group. All right, but look what this country has done. Where do you think it's going to head? So we're sent out here to prophesy against America, which is Babylon the Great, the harlot we read about in Revelation, the 17th chapter. You're walking around in that prophecy, in that land. We're sent here to prophesy against it and of war. There's war going on right now. ICE can pull you over. It doesn't matter if you're a citizen or not. They can detain your ass. That's war on your citizenship. So you're going to have to deal with civil war, and you're going to have to deal with the existential threat, meaning something outside of this country, which Iran is boasting on, say Iran is boasting heavily right now that the U.S. ain't shit. And Trump is afraid to do what he says he's going to do because Russia will beat America's ass in war. All right? Don't think Iran is just no small country. That's why they're also afraid to go into Mexico, because they got ties with these other communist countries. All right? But America is acting like they're the police of the earth. All right? And usually the police or the bully in the school eventually gets slapped down. He gets jumped. All right? And that's what we're here to tell you. This place ain't gonna last forever. You can finish that verse out.
Jeremiah 28 and 8, and it says, I'll just read it again. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, evil means bad times. You're coming into bad times right now. A lot of people are crashing out because of job loss, which all this job loss ultimately is going to funnel everybody into that UBI, that universal basic income. Where if everybody doesn't have a job, you're going to have to survive somehow, so the government is going to mandate and send you your money. Everybody was happy to get those checks back during the C-19, and it's funny because it turns out a lot of people, you had to pay that stuff back. So you don't know what's going to be tied to the UBI, and it is coming. All right? Go ahead. Oh, yeah, come, yeah. You read what you got, bro. You got something?
Yep. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 51, verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken.
Yeah, the same way that the Lord raised up Pharaoh in ancient Egypt to show his power, the same way that he raised up America to show America's power. What's the big boy, little boy, fat man, little man, them bombs that they created? All right? That was the Lord using this place as a golden cup. Everybody wanted to sip from the chalice of Babylon at one point in time. Go ahead.
The nations, verse 7, it says, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Right, it says, therefore the nations are mad. Look at all these North Central and South American countries. They're all in debt. When you watch that documentary, The Confessions of an Economic Hitman, they show you how they get down. All right, just look how the banking system is set up with these fiats and all these different fees tied to everything. Everything's got to get fucking, excuse my language, registered in this place, no matter what it is. Your whole life is a registration. All right. But that's the golden cup of the Lord. That's that wine that the Lord has poured out on the whole earth by way of Babylon. That's why this is known as the sinful kingdom. You got women, these women over in Iran are kicking their hijabs on the ground, showing pictures with AI, smoking cigarettes, kicking Ayatollah in the head. You know? It wasn't, what was it, 10 years ago they just started getting driver's license. And it's all downhill after that. Oh, you had these Persian women, Middle Eastern, Arab women climbing up the poles and twerking and all this stuff. Where do you think they get that from? From the women here in America. Whenever a society becomes dominant by the feminine trait, all right, or by women, it always collapses. Look at ancient Egypt. As great as it was overran by women or men that were just hella effeminate. Women run the society. I was watching the Elder Apostle Gabar and the Bishop Sakaran. They did a Colossians, the first chapter last night. It was a beautiful breakdown, and they brought out the term, was it gynocentric society?
Yeah.
Basically a society that's governed by women. Like you got that term gynecology, gynecologist.
Yep.
When women go to check to get their matrix checked out. That's what this place is, man. It effeminized. Look at the so-called African American men, completely effeminized, walking around with bonnets. You don't see so-called white people, the other races walking around with bonnets, getting extensions. Remember, the dye was the whole thing. Remember back in like 2009, 2010? Yeah, they was getting extensions, dyeing their hair, you know. All that GAY stuff, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, verse 8, Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
Yeah, so this place is deteriorating. You know, MAGA's going against MAGA. You know, BLM going against BLM. The Boogaloo Boys going against the Boogaloo Boys. You got politicians going against each other. Trump going after California, they hate each other. California and Trump just don't mesh together. All right, but they're gonna have to get on board, because remember when that whole wildfire happened and Paradise burned down, and what was it? It was another part where a lot of celebrities' houses. It was another part of Cali. Anyways, he said he could have turned the water on and helped them out.
Yeah.
You know, if they would have just bent the knee, basically. You know.
Cruel Lord, man.
Yeah. So a lot of these people are not on board with what's going on in this place. And there's a lot of infighting. I was just telling this brother, I saw a video posted on Instagram with his Jake. It looked like he was probably walking through Brooklyn somewhere, Williamsburg, playing a punch-out game, just knocking out tunnel lights. Small hats. You know what I'm saying? He walked past, it was quiet, it was a CTV type of joint. And then he just turned around, and then you just see the small hats looking scared. And then he just throwing them fucking Dante Wilder punches. You know what I'm saying? So a lot is going on all at once. That's why we're out here to let you know evil times are going to increase. It's not going to get better in this country for anybody. Your so-called liberties are going to start being restricted. If you're not from here and you're a tourist, you better go home. All right? And hopefully your home is not Greenland, because war is coming there. Oh, you saw that shit in Norway. Norway sent 2 soldiers to go help out. Trump said, if you don't do it the nice way, we're going to do it the hard way. And you know what the hard way looks like. Look what they did to our people. Look what they did to Venezuela. He's showing you the power that he has. He can bypass Congress. He doesn't have to vote. All right? He can do what he wants. He's got the backing of the small hats. That's why he talks the way that he talks. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right.
Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country.
Right, so they're trying to heal all this protesting going on. You had this U-Haul, more people completely run over a bunch of people protesting for Iran. You know? You had people protesting the war that happened, I'll say so-called war that happened back in this past summer between Iran and the state of Israel. All right, not the nation of Israel, the state of Israel. But Trump is talking about bombing them again. Now on Iran State TV, the brother Yeshaya just put in the chat that they basically said if another assassination attempt happens on DJT, the bullet ain't gonna miss. That's a direct threat. So nothing you're doing is gonna help. All this walking around, chanting, making signs, just stay at work. You know what I'm saying? You wasting your money on Metro cards, on gas, you ain't gonna fix shit. You outside of buildings chanting, yelling at a CEO, people at the heads of companies, them niggas not even there. They watch you on TV laughing, you know what I'm saying? Taking shots of Jaeger or baby blood, whatever the hell they into. You know? They don't give a damn about you people. You can't heal this place. Now on another level, what? The digital currency that they're trying to roll out is not going to work either. Your CBDCs, your crypto, your stable coin, all right? None of that's going to work either. Because as of right now, 20 states are on board with the digital ID. Now at some point, they're going to converge your digital ID with your wallet. They're talking about that in Davos right now, Switzerland. Or I think the forum already happened, or it's about to happen. At the World Economic Forum, on the agenda, they're talking about how to converge digital ID with your wallet. So you people, you're not gonna have a choice.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk in and say, yo, I got 500, I need this, this, and that. They're gonna say, look, we can't take that. The government won't allow us to. And then something's gonna trigger to say, you know what? Let's get Elon involved and let's make this thing biometric. And what could trigger it? A disease, an economic collapse, a black swan event, a war, some type of war, a natural disaster. You saw what happened when the C-19 happened. Out of nowhere, they had Operation Warp Speed, and everybody believed this falsehood of Fauci. You know? Which there's multiple audios coming out of this guy lying that this thing was curing and that it was working. It was actually doing the exact opposite. That's why you got a lot of people hashtag suddenly deleting, getting deleted. Go ahead, what you got, bro?
Not just on the division
let's
aspect.
do it.
This is Mark chapter 3 and 24, and this is the NLT, and it says, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse.
Woo! Read that again.
This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 24 in the NLT. It reads, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse.
And that's where we're headed. We damn near was in a civil war January 6th, the last time Trump lost when Biden came in, right? That was damn near a civil war. Then they had a reunion of the shit down here in the city, and people started brawling and fighting again. Bro, Jakes are always dragging the Edomites out on U Street and beating their ass, man. Cushites, Elamites, dragging them out of the taxis and whipping their ass, man. Eventually, these nations, they're gonna say, fuck that. Come at us again. We're gonna whoop your ass. You know? Yeah, let the weak say I'm strong. On all sides. You know? Cushites gonna be getting involved. People from the suburbs, you're gonna be forced into the streets, man. Cause you ain't got no food. It don't matter how much stuff you got stocked up. Alright? Israelites know how to find you. I'm speaking about so-called Negro. When that Freddie Gray thing happened, niggas were breaking in to liquor stores that were completely barred up. Somehow they got on top and they said Baltimore's on fire. Remember that shit? It said Baltimore's on fire. That was just off a nigga getting smoked.
Yeah, we shall rouse them up.
That's why that woman who got killed and I say murdered in Minneapolis, more of that needs to happen. What do you call her? A fucking bitch? What do you say? You dumb bitch?
Yeah, stupid bitch.
Yeah, stupid. Say you stupid bitch. Try to run over his toe.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Clap.
Yeah,
bro.
You know? Oh, she just dropped her kids off from school. So what? That's the brutality and the cruelty of this devil.
Yeah.
When you look up the word cruel, it means basically like something done inhumanely. You know what I'm saying? That's why when the Lord says He's gonna bring down His cruel wrath, you people are going to get judgment that you've never seen before, and it's not going to seem fair. But the Lord said that He would have judgment without mercy.
That's right.
Why? Because we're here to let you know, if you're an Israelite, you got a chance. See, this is where the mercy starts. This is the door right here. But they look at us like these guys are crazy. They don't know what they're talking about, right? But just watch. As the future unfolds, you're going to have no choice but to believe us.
Hey, yeah. These Edomites is mad because they finally getting treated like how Jake was getting treated. You know? And so, because, you know, the scripture says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Right.
Well, now, they Edomites getting killed, and they said, these people got absolute immunity. So they upset because they finally realizing that they some slaves too.
Right.
You know? When the same shit that we've been complaining about, and they be like, get over it, you broke the law, this and that, and that. Now they all crying and talking about we need to everybody need to come together. Fuck y'all. You know?
Right. Yeah, it's about time you Edomites, you so-called self-proclaimed white people, you start feeling your country deteriorating and everything that you clung to love taken away from you.
Right. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's nothing you can do.
That's right.
AI is growing rapidly. It's not like, okay, we can reverse it. No, it's already in place. The systems are already in place, working proactively. What was it? It was 2022 or 2021 that DC started the pre-crime shit. Remember we saw it on the truck drive by? Where now it's gonna work proactively, not reactively. You know? So if you're caught on facial recognition, Shalom, brother. If you're caught on facial recognition, looking upset, your fist has been balled up for too many blocks. You know what I'm saying? You got the Arthur fist. Nigga walking with the Arthur fist.
Down the block.
Yeah. Stop this nigga, man. Check his pockets.
Some minority
Give him a
report.
temperature check, you know?
Minority report shit.
Yeah, on some minority report shit, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna start taking or on that movie Repo Man, man. You 1 cent. You 1 cent short on your bill or some shit.
Snatching your
Yeah, come snatch your ass up, take you to a detention center. You know?
Hey, you mentioned the AI, right? What scriptures talk about knowledge increasing, which also shows that we're in the last days. But when they was talking about the whole 6G thing, which Trump made a joke about, he said, so what is this? 6G is gonna go under your skin?
Yeah, like
he made a joke. But it's just the ones that know what's going on.
Yeah, he's a magician. You know?
So these people don't really understand what's about to happen to them, man.
Yeah. That's the highest form of witchcraft, telling you what they're gonna do before they do it.
Exactly. Coinciding with the I want to say the hellhole, the shit that the dollar is in.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows that it's about to collapse. Yeah. Well, everybody that's not sheep, you know? And so that and the technology, what don't you people understand? This is the time. And then what do these other Israelite camps got to say about this?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, brother who uploaded a video, Student of Truth GMS 144, he had a vision. I don't know if y'all saw it. It was a short dream, and he said that in the dream, Trump came on TV, and he said that it was towards the end. He said basically it was getting close towards the end of the year. He said there will be an economic collapse, and the only way to avoid it is if you write down or take a picture of this UPC code, and then the dream just cut off.
Holy shit.
And he said it was towards the end of this year. I pray that's true. You know? Shalom, man.
That makes me think of you know, when it says when man. You know, it says sack butt, whatever, when that noise is sounding.
Yeah.
You know? And that's when they had to bow to the image.
Oh yeah, kinda
what is it?
in Danes.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's what it makes you think about. Like that's when you know, all right, now the test is on. Like,
right.
It's game time now. All the prep is over with.
Right.
It's about to be go time then. Like the apostle always said, what is the other camps gonna do when that it's made mandatory?
Oh well, you got Nate talking about digital currencies now.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
But
I seen that.
He's a parrot. He's basically trying to repeat what we say, but his talking points are all off because he doesn't understand what the hell he's talking about. Oh, and then he never went into because remember he was speaking about Rome in something to the effect of tokenization, how everything's tokenized, and he said Rome used to have a coin. He never explained that coin shit, man. So right now he's building his case. It's building his case to make it seem like he's always been teaching that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna take these clips and then try and piece them together. But it's not gonna work because there's so many more clips of you saying that it's not that.
That's right.
Because we got them. Hey, I know the Elder Cross is up in Baltimore. He got all them joints. We clipping everything. All right. But your believers, that's why the Lord said that the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into a ditch. So a lot of your believers, they're going to believe, oh yeah, he has been teaching it this whole time. Because who knows what the hell they're talking about when the cameras go off, you know? Let me get that Isaiah real quick.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 10. It reads, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
Right, so that just in the news, they're talking about $1 US equals 950 something thousand Iranian, whatever their currency is. Oh, the Iranian dollar's crashing. The economy's collapsing. But it's funny that happened right after Trump. It was said that he might not necessarily put boots on the ground, but he's gonna hit him where it hurts. So that means a cyber attack, maybe. You know, who knows? Hey, shit. When the brother you said fucking Verizon went out for a little bit today.
My shit was fucking up.
Who knows what that was all about?
Yeah.
Some type of reset is going down. You know, around the whole earth. Yeah, I remember that. AT&T was down too. And Amazon and Google, remember? Because I know my work was directly affected. There were certain things I couldn't do at work. What you got, bro?
Oh, yeah, this is Daniel 3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Let's read this one more time. I want
Go.
to explain it a little bit more.
Isaiah 14:10 again. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Right, so all these other nations are looking at America like, hey, you're right for the taking. You know? You talking all this shit, Iran is saying, you're saying all this stuff, but we got Russia, we got China. You know damn well you don't want that smoke. You're going to get them hypersonic, them supersonics.
Say one and say two.
It was said that them Cuban security guards and the people that were guarding Maduro, that the U.S. used some type of supersonic weapon.
Yeah,
they were bleeding, vomiting, they were incapacitated.
Yep.
These other nations got stuff far more advanced for that. Remember, all these students were protesting when they were shooting our people down, and to displace all of them, they were using sonic weapons at the different universities and shit. These other countries got stuff waiting way worse than that. You know, Kush. Hey, we don't need the Judite. We can create more Judite women.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Of course, there's some elect Judite women that gonna get delivered, but God, leave, bro. Kawash. Even Kush, Somalia.
Oh yeah.
The U.S. has bombed just this. It's 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks. Yep.
It's 2 weeks. I looked at chat earlier. The U.S. has bombed 7 countries already, but continuous bombing. And Somalia, I think, was one of the first ones, which that's Kush. It's Kushites' land. They're bombing the shit out of Kush. Now, Somalia and Kush, Ethiopia, is spoken of in Ezekiel 39, and they have direct ties with Russia. Russia helps them with military hardware and with their naval drills. All right? So all these other nations are saying, look, you're going to become weak like us. You the hammer of the earth, you doing all this stuff. Make your move and see what happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Not
We're going to call Putin in there. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Daniel 3.
You're not on camera.
Daniel 3 and verse 4. It says, then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar, the king, have set up. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth, shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace.
And that's the thing with AI and digital, them wanting to convert digital IDs to wallets, because it forces everybody to be what? Compliant. It's all about compliance and it being framed as being more secure, you know? So when you hear these things, you better bow down, meaning you better be compliant, or what? You be casted out of society, basically.
Yeah.
You know? Or in this case, cast it to the furnace. Now, when that chip gets mandated, when that mark, all right, that sharat, that incision gets mandated and say, look, you have to take this biometric. That's going to be full compliance right there. Compliancy, if that's even a word. That's going to bring you within standards of the beast, which by default, that means you're worshiping this beast. I'm your slave. That's what you're saying to Esau and Edom. And AI, basically. Because AI is Esau, nothing more than a deity.
Yeah.
You know?
Angels on the left-hand side.
Yep. Go ahead, go on.
This is Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life, to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, so that's why, depending on your job function, you're being trained on how to determine whether something is phishing, if it's AI related, if it's fake. They're telling you how to, showing you how to avoid, basically how they can take your voice, you know, and make you sound like, make sure if somebody's speaking in a weird accent or if sentences are fragmented.
Yep.
This is the beast speaking. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna cause his money to take his so-called money to overpower you to the point where you say, no, I have to comply because now it's being taken from you. You got people, oh yeah, I'm getting a raise. I'm getting a 4% raise. Well, if inflation's going up, nothing's happening to you. You're still making the same amount. You're not making more. You're actually making less. You know? Go die somewhere, nigga. Yeah,
Drive by scoffer. It's crazy.
right. Look at that Cushite. Probably with a nigga Kush.
Oh,
With a jink and a Cushite body. Y'all not on camera. You can walk by.
Oh, okay.
This facing us. Y'all good.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother. Whatever you got.
We're back
Oh,
in-
Matthew 10 and let's grab that about the division because you brought out a division scripture.
Yeah, that was the Mark 3.
Okay.
3 about it. And it was the
Matthew
NLT.
10, verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother.
Well, let's see. Yes, let's start at variance. Start at the 30. 30? 10 and I'm sorry. 10 and yeah, guys.
Matthew 10, verse 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven.
Right, and we're not confessing no mysterious figure, just some unnamed person. To confess the Lord before men, you have to manifest his name unto the congregation, like it says in Psalms. The Lord, Yahushua, said that when he prayed to Yahweh, that he had manifested his name unto us. All right? Which that name ultimately is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. That's what Paul carried to the Israelite foreigners. He wasn't going to them and giving some Greek name, some Christos, or something from the Latin, you know, or some Yahweh, or some tetragrammaton name, some Yod Hey, Bob Hey, Zion Lex type of shit, you know. And really, those names, that manifesting and confessing the Lord before many, that's what leads to the division, because it says what? This is holy and that's unholy. That's outside the temple. You can't come this way. All right? And in the ancient times, you got put to death. Even if you were on the wrong line of Levi. Because that's why the man got put to death for touching the ark. If I'm not mistaken, was it Shemaiah or
Yeah, I think it was.
if I'm not mistaken? He wasn't from the line that was supposed to bear the ark. That's how serious this thing is. And you got Israelites playing with the name. Yahushua is that ark now, man. He's the fulfillment of that. Go ahead, bro. That's what his blood was sprinkled for.
Yeah, this is Matthew 10 and 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men,
Right. Denying is saying instead of addressing the name, not even having to go into the language, just addressing the name, immediately throwing red herrings, confusing people, changing the subject, talking in circles, or being like an Edomite and filibustering, dancing around the question. The scripture says, make it plain upon tables. Who is that in Acts 7 and 45, man? You know what I'm saying? Who is that? Why is Joshua being referred to as Jesus? I would give Jake at least a little slack for saying Yehoshua all the time, even though that's completely wrong. But it's more right than Christ. Most High in Christ bless. Bro, that's the most annoying shit ever. That acronym, whenever I see that, I don't get it much anymore. But whenever I see it on my comment board, the delete button, bro, I come down from here. That vibration's weird, it's off. That's Babylonian shit. You know? Go ahead, Art.
in 33 it says, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
That's terrifying. All right? That's fearful. That's why when you see these people, these men in the truth, they fall off and they lose faith, they start to lose the name. You don't hear the name anymore. It's like, whoa, this guy was on fire, you know? Now you're in jeopardy of being denied. Because all these people that fell off, yeah, they still got a chance at repenting, even this nigga name, you know? I mean, for truth's sake, we gotta say it. But he keeps on denying the Lord, man. A lot of these guys keep on denying the Lord. And I'm gonna keep on sending up curses on that neck of yours, man. Whatever's going on under that damn turtleneck, I pray it progresses and gets worse. You know?
Shingles.
Yeah, shingles, whatever it is.
Hey, bro.
You know? And we ain't giving you no tips. No health tips. You know? I pray that Manuka honey don't work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cause Jake be battling different stages of eczema and shit. There's way to battle that shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
That's not eczema, bro. Whatever the fuck he got going on under that. Look, he's hiding the names and that neck.
Right.
Stole that from the Elder Gabaria Howard.
That's crazy.
He did a lesson. At the end of the lesson, he said Nate, he's hiding he's hiding the name and the truth and hiding something under that neck. Shalom. But yeah, I send up curses every day on IUIC and Sakari, man. Go ahead, bro. That's just a part of my. It's like brushing my teeth at this point. Go ahead.
Verse 34, Matthew 10. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Right?
I am come not to send peace, but a sword.
Yeah, complete division. Go ahead.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Right. So, speaking about that sword, that goes back to the Lord Yahweh being a man of war. These countries, it doesn't matter if they sit down. That's why Trump said he canceled all his meetings with Iranian officials. He's withdrawn all his troops from the different bases that they've been threatening. That's why Russia's pulling back a lot of their dignitaries from their embassies from Iran.
Israel as well.
Something's going to go down over there. That's the spirit of Yahushua flowing through all that.
Yeah.
Now let's get into the families.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Yep.
And the daughter against her mother.
Again, what is that predicated on? Confessing Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. It's based on a belief system. What we've been given, our faith. That's what separates us. It says not to be unequal. Don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Light should not have fellowship with darkness. What we look like sitting down, praying, and calling on the same God as some of our family members call on. You know? There's nothing wrong with eating with them and stuff like that. But to be fully in, you dressing up, suit and tie, and Wednesday night Bible study, and then you trying to go to camp on Saturday, like that don't work. Eventually, brother's gonna be like, bro, something's wrong with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, something's off. You know? Go ahead, bro.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Yep.
And the man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Yeah, you got a lot of women that catching hell too. You may have an unbelieving husband talking shit about you to his whole side of the family or whatever the case may be. Hey, you deal with your hell, you know, and pray that you get on a chariot or the Lord sends you a man to protect you when this overflowing scourge and these draconian measures get brought out, man. Because that variance is going to intensify and intensify, and a lot of our own people, our own family member, like it says, your enemy shall be of your own household. They're going to deliver you up. Remember when the C-19 happened, Biden said, report any family members that you think are becoming radicalized.
That's right.
It said, if your family member is up all night watching videos, call this number. You know what I'm saying? If they're not going out there to get their routine flu shot, report them. If they don't want to wear their mask and they're watching anti-Fauci videos, report them. But that's going to turn into, hey, if you have a family member that seems like they're a Christian extremist, that's what they like to call it. Here's the number to call. Hey, I'm waiting on that. I don't care. That's when I know this phase of the ministry is over. I don't have to talk anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because our family, at some point in time, they're gonna feel ashamed for doing that shit. Or friends or whoever the hell delivers this, because it says brothers of two. You're gonna feel shame. Because you're gonna know deep down, damn, he was right. Here I am, I got a fucking chip in my head. I'm hungry as hell. Or my fucking calf muscles getting gnawed on. You know, I'm starving to death.
Know what comes next.
You know?
Missile.
Right, yeah, missile food is after that. Go ahead, bro.
It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Right, meaning basically we got to prioritize this truth around everything. It doesn't mean that you go and curse out your father or mother. The scriptures talk about what happens if a man does that. It means you take them in dosages. You set them to the side. You know? I have to take my family. Me personally, I can't see my parents. I can't be around them for too long because it fucks my spirit up to see them in that state. Like, damn, why are y'all acting like this? Like, I can't. Just seeing you like this is like, yo, I can't. This is too much. This, you know, this weekend's cool, but maybe in the spring. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can kick it again. You know? Go ahead, bro. Run that. Let's get that Isaiah. Yeah. Let's continue on with the division
From top.
Yeah.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
Yeah, read that again.
Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt.
Right, this is your modern day Egypt. Let's get that. Revelation 11 and 8. America is your modern day Egypt. Heads up, man. Heads up, heads up. America is your modern day Egypt. All right.
What about this verse? What do we got?
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the city, in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Right, so this place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So there's a spiritual Sodom and a spiritual Egypt. Or not too long ago, they painted the street over there by the White House.
Yeah.
They put all that rainbow shit down there. And I think Trump redid it, reversed it. Did they paint back over it? I think they.
I know, but they kept damaging the shit.
Yeah.
Going burn out.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And they got those rainbows on the ground all over the country.
Yeah.
And then you got the phallic symbol or Egyptian monument, like the monument here in Washington, D.C. You got these all over the country. Now, I'm not going to say where I went to school, but where I went to college in a small, it's not a small town, but you barely, people ain't stopping through there. And when you go, it's a certain store I used to go to get groceries and go check out this chick or whatever. Just an alias ass neighborhood. In the middle of the development, in the circle, it's an obelisk. I'm like, why in this random fucking town, in this random fucking neighborhood, is there a broken down obelisk? And when you go up to it, it's some shit that had been there from like fucking Civil War time. So it got built a long time ago. Why are the so-called white people building Egyptian obelisks? Because this is your spiritual Egypt. This is your modern day Egypt. Don't you know Memphis, Tennessee is on the Mississippi River? And Memphis in Egypt is on the Nile River? And you got pyramids over there and pyramid down there. You know? You got a Sin City. Oh, well, of course, the back of your dollar bill.
Yeah. Yep.
Not only is a pyramid, but there's an all-seeing eye. What they call an eye of Horus. You know? So this place is spiritually Egypt. So the Lord said he was going to come into this place, go back.
God, Isaiah 19 and 1, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud.
Right, that's the chariot. All right, that's Psalms 104, if you want to get that.
And shall
Get these basic scriptures. That chariot, he said he rides on a swift cloud. All right, he's not going to be looking like Silver Surfer, you know. That's going to be, the cloud could be full of fire, lightnings, thundering, multicolored colors we never even seen before. It said men's hearts failing them for fear. The whole earth is going to wail when they see the Lord. Soon ain't going to be no Teletubby cloud coming through, you know? Go ahead, Al.
Psalm 104, verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot.
Right, that's what the clouds are. The Shemayim, which Shah, pertaining to Mayam, the waters. All right, they're the heavens. Those are the waters. Go ahead.
Who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
Here we go. Go ahead.
God, it's Isaiah 19 and 1 again, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
Yeah, that's why Christianity's been around for how long? It hasn't fixed anything in this country. Islam, it's been around for how long? Niggas is still getting jacked up in West Africa. The so-called Negroes, you ain't getting out of prison no damn time soon, right? All these gods are famished. Look at Littleworth. You know, he was all into that stuff. He dropped that. Now he's with the scriptures. He be bringing out scriptures. Oh, we can't forget polite or no light. You know, all that Kemet. Nigga, that barfling gland got your ass locked up. The barfling gland. Yeah.
Talk about a bitch can get herself
Yeah,
pregnant.
she can get herself pregnant. Nigga, where is that documented
Bro,
at?
you are cooked, son.
Right. Yeah, now your ass is locked up in the live 305. Go ahead, bro.
God. It says, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will.
Hey, these people are terrifying. Ed, Drewski just dropped that skit. He's flying in the mega church, you know, saying that that's blasphemy. He say walking in the blood of the lamb or something like that, with the red bottoms.
He said I'm a Christian and I walk.
Yeah, it's showing you that Christianity is a joke. You got all these male pastors dressing up in tight dresses and stuff. The scripture says a man is not to wear that would pertain to a woman, and vice versa. But the same pastors, they will tell you, it makes sense that they do that because they'll tell you that the law is done away with. He accomplished all that. He fulfilled all that. We don't have to go into the Old Testament anymore. Why are you in a fucking skin-tight dress? Well, when you watch and you look at these videos, it's nothing but so-called black women cheering. Bald-headed, by the way. With a fulfilling prophecy, scabbed up on top of your head, jumping and cheering, hooting and hollering. That's why we don't take you serious, man. You know? I only got room for 2 or 3 N-dubs in my life. You know?
That's
2 in my household and the one that birthed me for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I really don't and the ones I gotta work with. Other than that, I don't tolerate no shit from the black woman, bro. Unless she's taking my order somewhere. Other than that, keep it moving, bitch. Do not fucking talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at me, don't give me no attitude, don't give me no sass. You know what I'm saying? You smile at me, I might smile back. You know? I'm talking about the Judah, Benjamin, and Levite woman. Majority of you ain't shit, man. Always got some ulterior motives. That's why the Lord said the righteous man, can you get that in Ecclesiastes real quick? It's at 7:25. It talks about escaping from her, snares and nets. It's always a manipulation tactic. Bro, I constantly, when I'm working in my downtime, you know what I got playing in the background? That book called The Superior Man. You can listen to the audio. It's called The Superior Man. In that book, it tells you how women, they always test you. They can't even help it but to test you.
God. That's true.
You know,
That's
they
nice.
don't even know they're doing it.
Yeah.
Their tone of voice, the way they walk into a room, the book is dope. I can never get past the first 45 minutes. I always got to rewind it. You know what I'm saying? It goes off in some places, you know, talk about how you got to make love to your woman and all this other crap. But for the most part, it's on point. You found it?
Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 7. Yeah, that book, The Superior Man, is good. A lot of that we can apply to the truth. I think it's 7:25.
26.
7:26. Let this brother y'all get it.
Woman whose heart. That's the one.
Yeah, you can start at 25 and read through to 26.
All right. It's Ecclesiastes.
Yo, it's
7.
crazy. I got it the blue part, I got it highlighted. Whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her. I think I did a quick prayer on that. Please help me to escape the wicked woman. You know, there's a point in time, bro, when I was just dealing with too many N-dubs. Hey, like Paul said, you will suffer in the flesh. At some point in time, you gotta go get you an Elamite, a Cushite, you know, an Edomite, a Sheetamite, if that's your thing. If you like Shesaw, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Moab, Ammon, That's for brothers that are into that, you know? But, you know, for the most part, it's best just prioritize, build up your testosterone and get ready for the fucking end, man.
That's right.
Work on yourself, your body.
That's right.
And be like our ancestor Yaquab. Be a plain man chilling in tents. You know? Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7 verse 25. I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness.
That's the woman. You try to figure out how she's thinking, it's foolishness. It's like fucking Shoots and Ladders. You remember that game Shoots and Ladders? One wrong move, your ass is all the way back, or that game Sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's like playing games with them.
Yeah, no.
It's fucking tit for tat. When you apply yourself to figure these things out, it's like, yo, this bitch is crazy. And I say it like that because the scripture says a woman who's not shamefaced is like a female dog. It's a bitch. That's women will look you straight in your eyes, talk shit, you know? Look how these other nation women deal with their men. They don't act like that, you know? They know they'll get that Chuck Norris. Straight
to the neck.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah,
and the thing is, when that happens to them, they're not running to Esau for help. It's our women that are calling, you know? They
That's
just
facts.
take it and say, damn, I'm fucked up. Because they know that's how their mother was treated. Their mother's mother, they've been warned. Look, if you act this way, this is what he's allowed to do to you.
Yep.
That's how it is outside the West, you know?
Shit, they
Not
love
saying
this
that brothers should be doing that,
Yeah.
because you in Esau's kingdom. And then in the kingdom, we're not going to need to be doing
Yeah,
that, all right? If we hitting women in the kingdom, it's because we beating the shit out of the heathen women, because they're not listening during the time of slavery. You better get to that Shaddai. You know?
Big haste, goddamn.
Right. Shaddai means field, the plantation. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And I find more bitter than death.
Yeah, wow, more bitter than death. Bro, you know, there's a lot of ways to die. You can starve to death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get ran over, trampled by 25 horse stallions.
Eaten by
You get
animals
eaten
and
alive.
shit. Yeah.
Fucking drowned, you know? More bitter than all this stuff, the woman.
That's
Why? Because she drives up your stress level, your fucking blood pressure.
God, cortisol levels high and shit.
Depending on what tribe you're dealing with, you gotta worry about if your rice is a certain color because the bitch put something in it. You know? I'm talking about Shemaiwan. You know? Go ahead.
And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Yeah, she don't have no choice. It's in her spirit to be tricky. Go ahead.
And her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by it.
And that's the point that I wanted to make. This Babylon is a woman. As long as we please Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, he's going to cause us to be escaped. He's going to allow us to get up out of here. But what do you have certain Israelite groups doing? Bowing down to the woman, pleasing her. Why trimmest thou? Wait to seek love, the water. That's what they do for Babylon. On a low level, yeah, okay, you dealing with women. But on a spiritual level, where are we at? This is the whore.
Yeah.
So let's circle back to prophecy. Let's go to Revelation 17. We can start at the top, get some of that. You got it? You can go ahead, bro. And then you should switch with Samash. Yeah, let's go get some reps in.
This is Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Yeah, read verse 2 again.
Revelation 17:2. With whom the kings of the earth.
I'm sorry, verse 1, yeah.
Verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore.
Right, the judgment of the great whore. That John saw in a vision Babylon. I mean, he saw America. But the Lord didn't say it was America. The term had not come into place yet. Shoot, Amerigo Vespucci wasn't even born yet. All right? So a lot of things had to play out. That's why it was called Mystery Babylon. Go ahead.
that sitteth upon many waters.
Right, sitteth upon many waters. When you go to Habakkuk chapter 2 and heapeth under them all nations, all people. Because when you go further into the chapter, of course it breaks it down. If you want to jump forward and get that precept too, while he gets Habakkuk. Go ahead. Is it 2? Yes.
Verse 15, it says, And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
Right, so this is the one place where it's super multi-diverse. All right? You got people from, especially New York City. In New York, just in that small area, you got Little Italy, you got Chinatown, you got Korea, you got fucking Jamaica, Queens, you got Little Haiti, the South Side Queens is basically all Haitians, and Trini, and Bajans, you got Guyanese, you got a whole West Indian, you got Elamites all in one area. And you could, huh? Yeah, small hats. Brooklyn is basically, all of Williamsburg is basically fucking state of Israel. You know? Oh, then in certain parts of Maryland, it's just straight up Hondurans, Salvadorians, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kush. Oh, how can we forget? How can I forget? You got Little Ethiopia. This is the one place in all of the Great Whore per capita that has the largest Ethiopian population. I'm talking in the DMV, not just Silver Spring, all in the DC, Maryland, Virginia. You got Sudanese, Somalians, all in Eritrea, all in this area. You got a lot of Ghanaians, Senegalese. Yo, bro, it's up in outside DC now. It's hella what African markets just popping up everywhere. Mad Nigerians, fucking out of nowhere. A lot of people from Gabon and Togo. So this is the place that heapeth a lot of people are still trying to were still trying to come here. So now they stuck. They invested. That's that wine. The wine they've drunken of the wine of the fornication. They've been fornicating with this whore. All right. Read that precept again. You got another one?
This is Habakkuk 2.
Yeah, read that, John.
It's Habakkuk 2 and 5.
Yeah, read that.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine.
Yeah.
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Yeah, transgressive by wine. These waters or these people, when they come here, they don't gotta sit down and learn English. Remember the Esau class? You gotta sit here and learn English, pay for your permits, and get your permit, take a class and test. No, they jump forward. These $5,000 pieces of paper that you see in these establishments, they're getting grants for this shit. But now Trump is saying, no, we're blocking visas for 75 countries. If you're here already, now you're in jeopardy. Now you're through. If you got a TikTok, a Snapchat, a damn Instagram, we're checking all that before you come in 5 years back. You know, make sure you're aligned in worshiping the beast, so to say. Keep going.
It says, Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Right. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home. This nigga just captured the president of Venezuela. Now, a lot of the people that were aligned with him, so-called cartel, whatever, they're fleeing into all these other countries. All right? So Trump's like, Mexico, oh no, headsets is like, you gonna F around and find out. You know? Even Canada's pissed off. Going back to all the tariffs. I forget which president said it, it's either Reagan or Kennedy, basically said if we start putting tariffs on Canada, best believe that that's gonna lead right to the downfall of America. They're right above us, you know? Oh, how can we forget? What else is current? Greenland. Which they got the Space Force up there. I gotta do a video on it. I believe through the spirit that's the main reason why they want Greenland. It's for Space Force. you know, and to build up the technology to try and to intercept any missiles or a barrage of armory to get shot over here from Russia and China, just like how they formed NATO. And they built all that nuclear arsenal to face Russia. I think they're going to try and set up the same thing in Greenland. You know? Go ahead.
It says, neither keepeth at home who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied.
That's the whore. She enlarged her box as hell and cannot be satisfied. Babylon, this place is like that woman that slept with 1,100, what was it, 1,100 men? Yeah, 24 hours. You know, she turned around and got baptized. She's a born-again Christian now and shit. They showed her coming out the pool. You know? Nothing more than a wet t-shirt contest for her, man. Anyways, that's this place, man. Sleeping with everybody on the earth at one point in time. Now let's jump back to Revelation 17.
Revelation 17, verse 3. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy.
Yeah, scarlet or crimson. They say the color red, it triggers emotions in people, right? Makes them more affectionate or whatever, if you allow it. But also, it's the color, what's it called? Like crime. Yeah. You know? Criminality. You know? Go ahead.
It's full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Yep, which is, again, NATO and the EU. At one point in time, there were only 10 flags flying outside the EU building for a good amount of time. All right? Go ahead.
Yep, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
Right, and then now those, you said 10 horns, right?
Yeah.
Right, which eventually those 10 horns would come back and give power to the beast. All right? But they went down. They got, Satan got bound up for a while. Because you had our people, all right, the Israelites, which they called Moors in the Iberian Peninsula, they took down a lot of these 10 horns, like the Vigisos, the Burgundies. The Moors took down a lot. Yeah, Trump's on his way out of here, right with America. All right, it's not like Trump's not gonna go out and then America's gonna keep standing. You know, it's all gonna fall down at once. All right, that's what we are here to tell you. Ain't nothing good gonna happen to this place. All this protesting, what you think is gonna happen? The same thing that's happening in Iran. One day, people gonna go out there to protest, and Trump's gonna say, you know what? Use lethal force. Don't ask questions. And then he's gonna spin the story. Oh, it's somebody out there shooting. It was somebody out there with a push-shiesty. Yeah, just cut the internet off. That's it, brother. You know? I love everything you said about Trump. Yeah, you're gonna love to be in slavery with that nigga too. If you're an Edomite. Oh, Sheedomite bitch. I love what you said about Trump.
I agree with everything you said
I
about
agree with
Trump.
everything you said about Trump. Stay a little longer. You're gonna disagree with a lot of other stuff though. Go ahead, bro.
She was just talking, because you didn't even say nothing about Trump.
Nothing to her.
She walked past her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah, she did.
I was about to say.
But that shows you how this place is ran by women. Because if I'm walking and my woman speaks out to some men like that, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck you cheering these niggas on for? Walk, stay right, find out how to get home. You know what I'm saying? Stop at Home Depot, change the locks. I'm just playing.
This is Revelation 17 and 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
Yeah, purple like symbolizes royalty, you know? Go ahead.
And decked with gold
Yeah.
and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness
Right.
of her fornication.
Yeah, that's the same golden cup that we read about earlier. That's what all Babylon has to offer. You got the West Indians speaking about Babylon this, Babylon that. And when you go and ask chat and these different AI services, who is Babylon in the scriptures, they tell you it's a system. Unbeknownst, Babylon is the actual country. This is your modern day Babylon. It's not in Iraq anymore. All right? Which Iraq or Iraq, however you want to say it, goes back to the Hebrew word which means order. When you look up the word order in Hebrew, in the Lashon Kodash, it's I-R-A-Q. A Ra, and a Kwa. It's Iraq. All right? Or Iraq in Hebrew, you know? Anyways, this is the modern day Babylon, which Babylon goes back to the word Babal, which means confusion. Everything in this place is confusing. People got multiple pronouns, all right? Everybody's, some people's nationalities are restricted to a fucking color. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's what. One day something costs this, the next day it's that, but it's the same thing it was yesterday. You know? One day, the definition in blue letter says the Edomites, Adam is brown or from the ground. The next day it means red. You know what I'm saying? All this new speech, everything is confusing. That's how this whore got all these other nations. That's why they're looking at him like, no, you're a hypocrite. You over here trying to do all this stuff to us, but look what's going on over there. You know who was famous for that? The previous leader of Iran, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. I'm gonna do the damn job. Mahmoud, I'm gonna do the damn job. Well, you didn't finish it. All right? Lord willing, this Ayatollah dude don't take no shit. And they start killing more people. Which we know it's the small hats over there. It's Mossad out there walking amongst these protesters doing what they gotta do. Which, I was watching a live that one of the elders sent, and it makes sense that the death toll is, there's no way it could be 2,000 people. We're talking about large-scale war. That's death toll like a large-scale war. We're talking about drones, bombs being dropped. You know? Or somebody coming out with that damn GTA gun that just blasts through every fucking thing, you know? That's not going down over there.
And it is a psyop going on too, because there was a video circulating online on social media, and this lady was saying how basically people in Iran are saying that they're outside of the country, people that nobody knows that's actually inciting all the violence.
Right.
And of course you have regular people in Iran that are going along with it, but she's like, we don't know all these people. Who are they? They're the ones causing all this uproar and shit. So
yeah, that's why he said it's a Mossad. Because that's the same thing they do with the CIA. They have set up what they call them instigators.
Yeah, agent
provocateurs to do this shit and get people following after them just so they can fulfill their will.
Yeah.
We know that the small hats have an interest in Iran.
Which the elder Kassab made a good point. Esau's so fucking wicked. He's sacrificing his own people. So let's say Iran doesn't start getting bombed and attacked. Now you killing off your agent provocateurs. You basically committing a high level that's high level sorcery and sacrifice that they're doing on the left hand side. You got something else?
Isaiah 47.
Yeah, you can read that.
This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind mill. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I'll take vengeance and I'll not meet thee.
Oh yeah, run that back, Salaki. Run that back one more time.
Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Yeah, that's that confusion. Like my man, this guy Pigpen off of Charlie. What's that shit called? Growing up. Fucking Peanuts. Oh. Yeah. Fucking Linus and Lucy and Snoopy and all them ladies. Yeah, everywhere he goes, there's fucking dirt following him. It's just a fucking dust. He shows up, everybody's coughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening in this place. Sit down in the dust. Read it again.
Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Yeah, virgin daughter of Babylon. So Babylon gave birth to a virgin daughter. Somehow there's another Babylon earth, and it's a virgin. Iran's been getting, Iraq, ancient Babylon's been getting bombed to smithereens. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Iraq is on one of the lists of the countries that, can you ask chat how many countries America has bombed this year so far? I think it's like 7 or 8. I think Iraq is on one of them. Or maybe it's Yemen. It's all connected, Saudi Arabia, all that shit. But this is Isaiah 47 right here, man. No other place. Christians can't answer these questions, man. They can't break these scriptures down. They don't know what the hell's going on here.
It already happened.
Yeah, it already happened, brother. You know? It's like, damn, is there anything left? Is there anything left to be fulfilled? I mean, unfulfilled yet? You know? What does it say?
Just got it in.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, keep reading.
It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right, there is no throne, daughter of the Chaldeans. That's why Russia is saying, go ahead, step foot in Iran and see what the hell happens. Because prophecy says they're going to be a guard unto them. Put Libya, Ethiopia, all these countries are going to gang up on your ass, man. Now you're fucking with Greenland. France is like, man, we don't have no choice.
Yeah. Turkey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep on, you know, poking these nations in the head. Eventually gonna bob that, get your ass, man. Get you out the way.
They saying only at least 3 countries.
Oh, that's bullshit. Bro, you on ChatGPT?
Yeah. They say Syria, Venezuela, and Somalia.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
Yeah,
Yeah, they bombed. Bro, that's crazy.
Huh?
There's definitely at least 7 of them shits. Oh, Nigeria. Nigeria's not on the list. They bombed Nigeria. See how this man is trying to control the narrative? All right, because when you have stuff like that, that's misinformation to make people think that the prophecies that we're talking about aren't real. That this is not America spoken of right here. Let me know what you got, Gad. What comes up?
It says, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the legs.
Right, now you're being exposed. A lot of the exposure isn't even done by us. You got these patriots, they're just fed up. They doing 2 and 3 hour live streams just going in on your ass. Large ass panels saying, nah, this ain't right. This ain't right. This is a crisis actor. This is a crisis actor. This person died. How the hell are they here? You know?
I got something different.
That's what you call whistleblowers.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is chat. It says, according to multiple analysis, the U.S. has conducted bombing and airstrike operations in at least 7 different countries.
That's the answer I was looking for. Go ahead.
These strikes include counterterrorism operations, regional military engagements, and other strategic actions.
Type in, create an itemized list of these countries and the dates.
He got the list too.
Oh, okay.
But they trying to include some of 2025, like December.
Fuck it. Within the last year is cool
12
too.
months.
You know?
You got it?
Yeah, it says multiple strike. It doesn't say the date, but
Okay, yeah, just call out the countries.
it says multiple strikes
Because
against.
remember that we read in Habakkuk, it said neither keep it at home. No other countries is bombing 7 countries in 2026 off the bat. Nobody's doing that. Go ahead.
They bombed Syria, targeting ISIS groups.
Yeah.
They strike Somalia for counterterrorism.
Right?
Strikes targeting Houthi forces in Yemen.
Yeah.
Military operations in Iraq. Airstrikes in Iran for nuclear other targets. Air operations in Nigeria.
Yep.
targeting insurgent groups.
Right, because the thing is, even though it might have started in December, they still bombing the shit out of Nigeria. You know? Go ahead.
And the last one they list.
Right, which where are all the Nigerians at trying to protest in America? Nowhere. You know? They took, because just like at so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you care about your money more than you do your people. Bro, Nigerians, they care about money like a motherfucker, bro. They care about the way they look. I know, brother. You know? Right. Yeah, their degrees. Specifically in this area, all you see is West African women pushing strollers with Edomite babies in them shit. All over the city, bro. And it's been like that for years. I don't know what it is with West Africans and caring for Edomites. But all them niggas is RN, and I gotta call them niggas, they all Israelites, man. Go ahead.
And the last one they list is Venezuela.
Yeah.
The military strike.
Yep. And then you got, but they doing bombs on us. You got Kill Gates bombing all our food with RNA and not even telling us. The FDA and the USDA gave him liberty to now he doesn't have to tell or label foods that have been sprayed with RNA or that are genetically modified. He just can do it at will, just spraying the shit out of everything. That's why I'm like, bro, I gotta get back into husbandry, bro. Even if I can just grow a little bit of shit. Because the scripture says, blessed is the man whose conscience has not defiled him and has not fallen from the hope of the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. You just gotta do what you can at the end of the day, you know, you pray, but god damn, you know? You know what RNA does to your body?
Right. They
Cool.
said they sprayed it on salads back then.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Lettuce and shit.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 47 in the middle of verse 2, it says, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh,
Right.
pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Right, so all your shame is being seen right now, man. You know? Everything, all the beans are being spilled on this corporation that we stuck in, this corporate slavery, I should say, wage slaves America. Hey, well, that's another thing that's being revealed. Everybody's a damn wage slave. Bro, I watched that crash out video, that montage again. These people are completely done. Dude, this nigga said, I did not purposely not have babies and become single just so I could sit in my one-bedroom apartment and be miserable. Bro, he was genuinely upset. You know? So everything's being revealed. These people are fed up. And again, it's not even, look, we don't have to come out here every single day to do the work to tell these people what's really going on. You know? A lot of people are saying the hell with Fox and CBS. I'm going to YouTube or alternative media to figure it out because they're not giving me the answers on mainstream media. If you think you're going to find your answers to the world's problem on CNN and Fox or fucking Shade Room, that's not it. Because niggas love Shade Room, you know? Oh, that's right, or TMZ. You know? Fucking wherever the hell they watch, ESPN Network. Some niggas go on there. You know? Bro, I was watching a clip, just random, came to my mind. Fucking Stephen A. Smith, he accidentally said Charlie Kirk instead of Christian Kirk. You seen that shit? He was like, oh, my bad. Because he knew that nigga, he's about to get fired again. Go ahead, bro. We'll read a couple more and we wrap up.
It says, I'll take vengeance and I'll not meet thee as a man.
Oh, well, yeah, we read that on Isaiah 19. It said the Lord's going to ride in on a cloud into Egypt. He said, I will not meet thee at, Revelation 1 and 7. He's not going to, you don't deserve it. All right? When we see the Lord Yahweh shall show up, all right, we're going to be astonished. We're going to be astonished. We're going to be, you know, but we're going to be praising him, begging to be delivered, you know, if we make it to that final point. Because Yahweh Shai is coming, as the missiles drop, the elect's going to get beamed up, man. You got the chariots fighting, it's going to be a lot going on. That's why, again, in Ecclesiastes 7, Though if you serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with fear, he'll cause you to escape that wicked woman. But a sinner is gonna fall into her traps. I'm looking for Yahushua, man. When all hell breaks loose, the power goes out. I'm in my pilgrimage, you know what I'm saying? Wherever the hell, displaced, locked up, whatever the hell's going on. It's gonna be that definitive moment where you're gonna know, again, if the Lord preserves you to that final moment. Because it says he's gonna come, he's gonna roar like a lion. Alright? Bro, when a lion roars, the jungle trembles, everything bows down. It ain't no meow like no regular cat, you know? That when lions roar, that shit is scary, man. Alright? Go ahead.
This is Revelation 1 verse 7.
Remind
Behold,
me of that Garnet Silk song. Hear that lion roar. Hear that lion roar. For the brothers that know it, you know. That Benjamin singer.
Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him,
Yeah.
and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so a month.
Why is that? Because of his appearing. When he shows up, the earth is going to be shaking. Missiles are going to be dropping. The whole earth's going to reel to and fro. By then, cannibalism in full swing, plagues in full swing, earthquakes, natural disasters, wars, race riots, countries fighting against each other, domestic and foreign terrorism going down. That's when the Lord is going to show up. It says there's trouble that you've never seen, to the point Michael's going to have to show up. Mayaka Allah. All right, Gabarya Allah. All right. All the archangels are going to show up and have to help us. Go ahead, bro, and then we'll wrap up.
It's Isaiah 42 and 13.
Yeah.
The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
Yeah.
He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
Right, he's jealous over his people. Remember, we were bought without a price. The Lord's blood got spilt. All right, so that's why we feel obligated to do what we're doing. So he's jealous, he's pissed off. And you making mockery of the name. And Ezekiel said he will have pity for his name where it's been profaned, where we've been scattered among the heathen. The heathen gonna know that he's the Lord when he sanctifies us in these lands where we've been scattered. Roughly paraphrasing in Ezekiel. We waiting for that moment, man. Go ahead.
It says, I have long time holding my peace.
Right.
I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I'll destroy and devour at once. I'll make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs. And I'll make the rivers islands and I'll dry up the pool.
Yeah, especially Babylon. Babylon's lady humps. Babylon's gonna get completely destroyed, man. It said the blood was up to the horse's bridle. That's a lot of blood. That's a lot of death. It says so many they won't be able to bury all the people. There's nobody, if you don't get on a chariot and delivered, you're going to get destroyed in America by nuclear fire. What you think and you know as so-called UFOs, those the chariots and the vehicles of our salvation. That's why the Lord is known as Yahweh Tazabawa, the Lord of hosts. Whether you want to believe that's his name or not. All right? So with that, we're going to face the east. Give all praises to our power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakudash. Say shalom to the elect again. And of course, double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Keep fasting and praying.
Not a little power mode, it probably would have been there.